Hi there, how are you? Happy, wonderful new day. And it's absolutely glorious here. 2 loads of washing already done, a load of emails, a lot of prep work. Fabulous. Today, I want to talk to you about what holds us back. What stops us becoming the better, the best, the most wonderful version of ourselves. Now, one of those reasons is something called limiting beliefs. It's super on trend at the moment. Every celebrity, coach, author, writer, publishing house, guru is going on about it. So over the last weeks, I've been happily trawling around, and fundamentally, everybody says the same thing, which is great, because I've just saved you hours of YouTube, Google, and everything else that goes with it. Why do we do certain things and there's always the same outcome? We never seem to get past a certain point. Now that can be in relationships, health, happiness, abundance, the list goes on and on. But what happens is, we attach emotions to our life events and they become beliefs. We know that beliefs become thoughts, and thoughts become actions and deeds, and what happens next. So if you constantly believe, I'm not lucky, oh, I've always got the wrong guy, always got the wrong girl, this tends to become what you believe. So what are they? They are not the true you, because they are inherent, they are programmed, so it's not truly you, but they are true for you at the time, unless you stand back and have a really good look at them. Some of them, I have to say, are insidiously dangerous and very, very deep-rooted. We have patterns of behaviour. Why do we tend to do the same things? Most of us will do our supermarket shopping at the same supermarket. We go down the same aisles, we buy the same things, even without a list. Stop doing this for the supermarket because I never remember to look at the list. But that's just me. Things like, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, oh, I could never do that, I'm not clever enough. My lovely niece, who came to stay the other month, said, oh no, that's for the brighter kids in the class. Really? Okay. Money is the root of all evil. Is it? Money can't buy you happiness. You can't have it all. I love that one. Whoever said you couldn't have it all? But somebody did. Some bright spark, who was obviously a bit of a control freak, decided, oh well, let's tell everybody you can't have it all and then see what happens next. Chaos, or not, as the case may be. Years ago, about the tender age of 7, I can remember my father saying to me, Jane, you've got thighs like a rugby scrum half, which meant they were terribly chunky. I have to say I was a very chubby child and have, had weight issues on and off all through my life. But to remember something that my father said at the age of 7, and I'm now 53, just shows how deep it goes into our bones and our being. I was doing A-level economics at school. Wasn't one of my best subjects, put it that way. And I can remember my economics teacher, I won't say her name because I hope she's still around kicking and having a great time, saying, oh, we were talking about you today in the staff canteen, common room. I went, okay. So we all agreed you'd end up breastfeeding on the bus. Sorry? And even at the time, I remember going, why? Bearing in mind, I went to, quite an okay, affluent girls' grammar school. where some of the kids went to Oxford or Cambridge. So their aspirations and where I thought I would end up was breastfeeding on the bus. Well, that probably explains why I have a huge aversion to buses and public transport, but forget that. Also, when I was a child, every mealtime, my mother would sit there and talk about the cost of the food. There was a huge sense of lacking within the family unit. There wasn't enough money to go round. It was said or felt. My mother had jars in the pantry, electric, gas, water, rates as they were then. So all of these things became to me a belief system. So how do we work with those and find out if they're real, they're genuine, and if they're actually somebody else's beliefs? I've done a lot of research into where beliefs start. So, unborn child. The chemical reaction that your mother has while you're in the womb to her life events has a chemical footprint that it puts onto you. Early childhood, adolescence, the same thing applies. People have had lives wrecked by, years of counselling because of, school memories. Silly things like, I don't know about anybody else, but I really, really believed in Santa Claus. Well, I was devastated for a start when I realised my mother's handwriting was exactly the same as Santa's. Okay, bit of a clue. Also, there is now huge amounts of proof that we inherit DNA, obviously, from previous generations and previous lives. I'm going to give a bit of a cue here for Dr. Brian Weiss and his view on past lives. If you haven't looked at that and it's something that you might be interested in, it's awesome. Quite mind-blowing, to say the least. Our brains are not mature until we're 25. I think there's a few who are still waiting, by the way, but anyway. So before that, we're like a sponge. We take on board all this programming and we believe it. And that makes our view of reality, our view of common sense, our voice of reason. But is it real? Is it just a reality you've been taught and programmed? These are deep-seated beliefs, learned through your own decades, plus probably, most likely, the decades before. So when we take the concept that's proven, thoughts become behaviour, which become reality, it's not difficult to see how the impact of those beliefs is huge. Well, anyway, that's all for today, because there's more to come. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope it sets you on a little, moment of thought. When you're thinking something, think, well, hold on, where did that thought come from? Was it mine? Was it my parents? Was it something that, hours of TV have told me is true? For those of you who remember 1984 and George Orwell, he had Big Brother. I'm not saying any more than that at the moment, but anyway, look, take care, be super kind to yourself, have a great day, and we'll catch up again very soon and discuss more about limiting beliefs. Take care.